Good morning and welcome to the Fox and Rainbow Studio vlog number 2. My name is Leslie and I am the owner and creator here at Fox and Rainbow. We are a small apparel-based printwear business based in Peterborough in the UK, and we have been creating printed t-shirts and gifts now for pretty much exactly 6 years. I'm not going to lie, I have filmed and refilmed 2 or 3 different studio vlogs for studio vlog number 2, but I just haven't found the confidence to put the posts up. I'm not quite sure what it is that's given me that physical block that's been stopping me from doing it, but I live by the adage that done is better than perfect, and so today it's Bank Holiday Monday and I'm doing it. I'm filming it. I'm going to film a small studio tour with you, and then I'm going to get it up today. Like I just said, it's Bank Holiday Monday here in the UK. It's May the 1st, it's May Day. I spent most of yesterday giving the office a good clear out and a bit of a repaint. I had a big patch of wall that really needed really needed to be painted because I lazy painted last time. There was a big fridge in the way, so when I pulled that out, it left a big white patch behind on the wall. So I finally got that done. I felt quite accomplished with it all yesterday, so I thought this is the time to do this vlog for you guys. My studio is tiny. It's around and about 2.5 metres by 3 metres, 3.5 metres at a push. So it really is a tiny studio space, and it is just my workspace. You'll see as we go along. So I do have some blanks here, but the blanks that I have here are all for orders that are due to go out. The rest of my stock is in another garage elsewhere that I rent separately for the business. This is my main workspace. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I am quite a messy maker. I'm not that person who has the aesthetic desk, who everything is coordinated and it's neat and tidy all the time and it's photographic, and I'm not that person. I am messy and I'm honest, and I own that I am messy. It's always been that way. I thrive within the chaos most of the time, and that's just how I am. There's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, so today's studio vlog number 2 is going to be a little office tour. The reason that I mentioned about me not being that aesthetic person is that most of my office is a bit of a mishmash. I think nearly everything that I have in here, bar my cube units, are things that I found on Facebook Marketplace. They're things that we already had that we've repurposed. So none of it matches, but it sort of matches in the fact that it doesn't match. Yeah, so if you're looking for that aesthetic, nice, neat, everything's going to be white and pink, it's not. So let's get on with it. So I'm going to start in the first corner as you walk in the door, which is my packing station. First thing I've got is my pegboard, which came from Poundland, as did all of the pegboard accessories. And I've got my whiteboard, which is going to become my big masterboard for all my orders. My plan is to grid this out with vinyl so that I can then put on all of the orders as they come in through my Etsy shop. Put each order on the day that it's due to go out. This is my actual packing station. So I've got my tissue paper, I've got all my envelopes, I've got my cereal boxes which my parcels go out in. If you've had an order from me before, you'll know that nearly all of my packaging is recyclable, and that is fully intentional. So I wrap everything in paper. Things like my sleepover sets, which I will link in the description, go out in my cereal boxes. Like I said, they're recyclable. It makes them easy to spot as well when things go missing. It's just a bit better than a nondescript brown cardboard box, although I do have the occasional one. yeah, I just find them to be all round better, and then obviously you can recycle them. Oh, and again, my pegboard's got all my thank you notes, it's got my stickers, it's got pens, scissors, sellotape, all the things that I need to have to hand. And as we go around, we've got my sublimation printer and my normal printer. Oh, this unit, by the way, this is one that I thrifted for free on Facebook Marketplace. It was literally, I think, 200 metres around the corner from me. I've then got this 15 drawer storage unit. This needs to have a really good organised. It's one of the only things I didn't do yesterday. It's full of all sorts of odd bits. And we've got my pens and my heat press and my cricket mats. And let me tell you, there is no such thing as too many cricket mats. And my vision board and some more cricket mats. These will do a really good clean. If anybody else on here is a cricket user and gets 3 mats in the volume that I do, I'm going to put a video up over the next couple of weeks showing you how to clean them and reuse them so that you don't have to constantly rebuy mats. I have got my maker and my silhouette. This little pot here is a bin. I have a desk bin. It's a game changer, let me tell you. So like I said, I am messy. My rack that my cutting machines are on is just a shoe rack. I think it came from Home Bargains, this one. The legs literally just screw together. My desk, in all its glory, with all its lovely tiny little bits of vinyl stuck to it. This was one of my children's cot beds, and we repurposed it. So now it is standing desk height, and it's the best thing that we ever did, ever. It's hip height to me. I'm not particularly tall. I'm 5'5" Yeah, so it's the perfect height for me, which means I can stand, and I cut everything here, I lay it out here, and then it goes straight onto my press. This is butcher paper, which came from one of my wholesalers. I think this came from Prestige. And then some pressing pillows on top. Underneath here, I've got a couple of cube units, these grey ones. I'm intentionally not showing you under here too much because this is the bit that's still really messy. Even though I spent all day in here yesterday clearing stuff, what I want to do is I really want to get 2 chests of drawers that will sit underneath the desk with the drawers facing forwards so that I can clear all of this clutter. So it will just look a little bit better. This bag here is full of all of my heat transfer vinyl like scraps, all my slightly medium to small pieces, and then I have larger pieces in a tray just here, so they're to hand. I've got an old maker down there, lots and lots of notebooks because I am a stationery hoarder. And then as we move round, I have all my vinyl rolls, I have all my Christmas packaging ready for next year. And then I have this 6 cube unit. This is from B&M, I think. One of the 6 cube units. In it, the top 2 cubes are full of items for orders that are due to go out. You notice there's an awful lot of white t-shirts in there. And that is because it is heading towards the end of term and the summer holidays, which means that there's lots of new reception starters for September. So these are for my class of 35 t-shirts, which I will leave linked in the description. If you have got a child who's starting in reception this year and want to get one of their t-shirts that you put your handprints on the back, I make a lot of them, and that's what these ones are for, all for orders ready to go out. I've then got in this one, these are blanks of things that I've got ideas of something in particular that I want to get made. And then this middle cube here on the right is things that I have made but which need to be photographed. I am launching my Shopify site this month, finally. So these are all things that need to be photographed, ready to go on there. And I have spare storage, spare packaging boxes and some more stationery. Like, I'm not lying when I say that I am a stationery fiend. Next we've got this bookshelf. This bookshelf was left in the house when we moved in here 6 years ago, so I've just repurposed it. I've got cushions. I've got these boxes, again, are from Home Bargains. I think they were £3 each. I've got them in cream and in grey, but I think they came in light pink, but pink is not me, so they're the only colour I don't have. In these I have got small vinyl supplies, and then I've got small sublimation supplies, so things like coasters, key rings, bookmarks, that sort of thing. And then some clutch bags. I have then got lots of these crates. This is my main sleepover shelf. So these crates are from Home Bargains. I think they were around £2.50, £3 each as well. Yellow and pastel blue are my brand colours with a bit of navy. The plan is to eventually get some more of these crates, take these ones out and have another stack of these to match, because I like it then. I like that it then all matches my branding. But these are full of sleepover masks in pretty much every colour known to man. I've got slippers, I've got mini bags, I have got spa headbands and that sort of stuff, and then more masks in this one in grey. If we come down here, this is the bit of the odds shelf, a bit of an odd one. Got some fabric paint, some coasters and things, budget binders, and an iron. And then down here we've got the supplies for the back to school chalkboards. Again, I'll leave these linked in the description if you've got a new starter for September this year. As we come round, we've got my poor falling apart door. This room is attached to my house. I believe it is what used to be the old coal stores. So it's its own separate building. It's attached to essentially what is an outdoor toilet, but it's been made an indoor toilet. But it has electricity in it. It runs all the way through the house out here, so it's perfect for me. But yeah, to have my own studio space. And then I've got my hanging organiser with all my pens and scissors and that sort of thing in them. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, it is a tiny studio, and I don't keep the majority of my blanks here. They are in a separate garage. But this is what I work with. It's messy, it's chaotic, but it's me. So there we have it. That's a quick tour of the Fox and Rainbow studio slash workspace. We've been lucky in that the rain has managed to hold off, so we've not been able to, or not had to compete with that in the background. With those sod's law, there has just been somebody who's come back out the back, so you can now hear the bins and you can hear the cars. That's life. Like I said, it's messy, it's chaotic and it's imperfect, but that's me. And I will hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.